Josie Robertson Surgery Center is really a first of its kind ambulatory surgical hospital where we'll be doing both traditional outpatient surgeries and more complex surgeries that traditionally had a couple of day hospital stay.
Advances and developments in anesthesia have enabled surgeons to do a variety of different procedures that you would never have considered done on an outpatient basis.
Things like breast surgery and reconstruction, prostate surgery, thyroid surgery, a wide range of cancer operations.
These can be done in an outpatient setting where the patient can sometimes go home the same day or certainly by the next day. It's safe and comfortable, and the patients, we think, will recover much better at home than they can in the hospital.
What was curious was when we launched this project, we looked for relevant projects across the nation, and surprisingly, we found that there weren't any.
We studied what was keeping the patients in the hospital so long, because we realized some patients were ready to go home very early.
We've spent 4 years designing it, and we've tried to develop every best practice possible for every step of what goes on in patient care, in their operation, in their recovery.
Every one of our patients is on a pathway.
From the minute they get here until the minute go home, there are timestamps, for example, when they should be sitting up in their bed and when they should be out walking. And we're going to share that on a board so the family and the patient also knows every step of the way what their stay is.
On the road, on your way home.
We'll have a badge, for example, that will locate them as they move around.
One of the really cool things is that when the patients are ambulating, the RTLS badge is actually going to track how far they've ambulated.
People are competitive, and when you give them goals, they work hard for those goals. It also gives a focus so that you're not waiting around for things to happen to you, but you're driving your own recovery. And that's really the focus of how we want to care for these patients.
My favorite thing about the building is that the design is human-centered. We've considered all of the amenities, all of the support elements that patients, caregivers, and staff need to really function in this building and for the patients to have the ultimate patient experience.
Hi, how are you?
They've built a decentralized nurses station, meaning they won't all congregate in one area, but they'll be in between every 2 patient rooms, which certainly brings them back to the bedside.
We challenged the architects to give us as much natural light penetration as they could. We know that certainly views of nature and natural light help patients recover faster.
Everywhere there's beautiful art. Thought went into how families spend their time while they're waiting.
The campsite really is a more private enclave. You don't have to separate yourself using your coats and your bags from others that are in the waiting room. We also have high tech bar tables that allow you to work on a laptop, a tablet, and plug in.
There will be an oasis in the middle of each floor where the patients will be able to congregate with their families.
Anytime, night or day, a surgeon, no matter where they're located, can securely video conference into a patient's room to check on their status, to give them advice, to see them before they're discharged from the facility.
So I think this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for everyone who's going to work here to really provide amazing, amazing patient experience.
All with the goal of giving the patient the best possible chance of getting over the operation quickly and being ready to go home safely and recover in their own home.
At the end of the day, it is about the patient, and I think having this soothing, calming environment that's not really a hospital setting is going to be a great experience for these patients.